Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today, I want to talk about high school fitness, my stance, and what I think is wrong with the system and what can be improved. So, I graduated high school. It was probably about sophomore year and upwards that I actually really started caring truly about like maintaining a super high fitness level. And what I noticed was that idea was not matched by any of my classmates. Every single one of them, minus a very select handful, wanted to take the easy way out of everything. No one wanted to do any physical activity that was hard. Everyone considered it BS and wanted to get out of it, skip it, whatever they could to not have to perform anything that was physically hard. I noticed that the challenges that they gave us kept on getting more and more lax. It seemed like the stance of these students was started to be taken by some of the staff members, or more so their policies that they put forward, with people not having to try. There were certainly several really great gym teachers, like Mr. Mullen, who've had on the podcast, who did an incredible job with pushing forward what they could, but in a system that doesn't really support those types of people who want high standards for their athletes and want high standards for the students, not much was done. I remember being, I think, with the strongest person when it came to push-ups, the second fastest mile time, and overall, one of the higher performers in the class. And looking at the people that I was with and the mindsets that they adopted, no one shared that same thing as me. Everyone wanted the easy way out of everything, and physical standards, they were resisted. Personally, for me, I think that especially when you're that young, striving for the highest ideal level of physical fitness should always be brought forward, because you set a bar so high for your personal work ethic, for your standards, and when it comes to being successful in life, having a high level of physical fitness is the way to go. And so seeing these people that did not echo my same values and not echo the values that would set them up for success, it really was disheartening. There were certainly hundreds of people who are morbidly obese, and this isn't anything against people who want to lose weight, but the fact that they told themselves that they were okay the way they are and their actions were without consequence, that was what bothered me the most, because it isn't just you. Your family has to watch you get sick, your family has to watch you slowly eat yourself to death, and then the societal toll of burning the healthcare system and whatnot that is less of an emotion, or less of a immediate damage, but still matters. Even national security is thrown in there. And so it's a moral obligation to be physical fit. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, you don't have to be a powerlifter, but to have a high level standard that can be adjusted, have a standard at least for physical fitness, nutrition, and whatnot, that's a given. Every single person should be adopting that. And when you do, your life gets better, you get happier, you feel better, you can do more work, you sleep better, you're able to give more to your loved ones, you're able to put forward effort into the things that actually matter to you, and not just the bare minimum to get by and then collapse in a pile of your own body tissue at the end of the day because you're so tired. And I feel like that's where society has to change. There's no competition anymore. People don't want to be the best, because when no one strives for that and no one sets the goal at the top, and then society tells them they're okay regardless, why would they want that? I think that's where a big shift has to be changed. I'm not a fan of the fat acceptance movement at all. I think that there should be a high level of competition. People should strive to be the strongest, fastest, and have that competitive spirit. That's what sets people apart, and that's what allows them to truly grow. I don't want to be told by my family and friends that I'm beautiful the way that I am, because I'm on this earth, and that I owe my body, owe them nothing because of the beautiful little person that I am. I think that's completely antithetical to us as humans, and always striving for performance and becoming greater versions of ourselves. And all of this can be applied to intellectual spheres as well too, to being mentally tempered, to being calm. I think that's all stuff that factors in here too. I'm not telling people to become just physical oafs, but we as a system and as a society have to take it into our own hands to raise our children up to be better than ourselves, because I think this is the first year in maybe not recorded history, but in the century that life expectancy dropped. I don't go a single day without seeing hundreds of people who are incredibly obese. And personally, I know what it was like to actually probably be considered obese, if not morbidly obese. Probably not morbidly obese based on my BMI at the time, but I got up to 220, 225 and having much less muscle than I do now. And it felt terrible. I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I felt. I was not attractive. And knowing how much worse it can get for people, it makes me want to start talking about it and to share my values, share my beliefs with other people, because setting a high value on our physical attributes, how we move ourselves through space and time, is something that as a society will have to be implemented if we are to continue being greater. The people in like I think it was the 1950s, the video that you see on Instagram of like the high schoolers, they have rank system, they have incredibly high levels of physical fitness visibly when they're training for it, and they look shredded, and quite a few have a decent bit of muscle. That's something that was so good for us, and to see that dropped isn't going to contribute to America being a good place, a safe place, or a better place. It has to begin with the kids. It has to begin with increasing some standards, some physical standards, and then getting people excited through competition. Competition breeds success, and if we don't embrace that competitive spirit, we won't be able to be great in that matter, and the U.S. will continue to be like other countries in the world, but we will be fast to drop in terms of where we're at health-wise, and the standards that we embrace. So that's sort of my view on physical fitness in the education system. It has to be taught. We have to teach people to be strong, fast, dependent, high-level thinkers and athletes, not just one or the other. You know, society cannot function with only one group. We need these versatile humans who are able to be contributors, not pull away resources from society. So that's sort of my take on this. I hope everyone has a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.